Hey everybody, I'm Jeremy with Full of Sit.
Desi with Highway to Heal, and our CEO here, Sammy.
Alright, so we're going to be going over some tools today, training tools, and kind of how to use them a little bit. Some of the most commonly misused tools.
Commonly misused tools, also a lot of misconceptions about these commonly misused tools. So number one on everybody's list of misconception, misused,
Torture devices.
the prong collar.
That's barbaric!
Oh, my humanity! This one is actually Sammy's. This is a Herm Springer, and as you notice, you've got that handy plate in the middle. Your prongs go in opposite directions with this one. Why is that, Jeremy?
Well, those prongs that look so horrible are actually pretty effective at distributing pressure around the entire dog's neck. The dog's entire neck. There we go. So they're not really designed to choke your dog. It's not a choke chain.
If it's properly fitted, it's only going to go so tight because you've got that ring in the middle to stop it. Properly fitted is the key phrase in this one.
Yeah, so they should fit fairly tight on your dog, up high, ideally just behind the dog's ears and the chin line or jaw line.
If you've got it hanging loose down here like a gangster chain, you're doing it wrong. Definitely talk to somebody, seek a trainer, do your research if you don't know how to properly use one. We won't go into all the details, but you can actually cause damage with these if you don't know what the heck you're doing. So please, please, to all the Karens out there, do your homework.
All right,
Next.
so the next is
Jeremy's favorite.
retractable leash. So yes, my favorite. All right, retractable leashes have kind of a bad rap for causing problems with dogs. People will argue that they put constant tension on the dog's collar. Your dog can tie you up with them. They can chase other dogs and all that. And most of those problems can be overcame with proper training for your dog. So train your dog not to chase other dogs. Train your dog not to run around you 500 times and tie you up. Train your dog to walk politely next to you, and you won't have any issues with a retractable leash.
And for the love of God, keep your ankle biters on a short leash. Don't let them run all the way to the end of it, 10 feet ahead of you in Petco.
But they need their freedom!
Until they run into a dog that doesn't appreciate it and needs a snack.
So almost all retractable leashes have a lock on them. You push a button, the leash locks, and then it effectively is a regular leash now. So use the stinking button.
Use the stinking button. Next, number three. Number three might be some people's number one on misunderstood or misused, and that's the e-collar, which we happen to have a nice one sitting right here just to show you.
And I can just throw that on my dog and like one button I push and it makes them sit, and I can tell them down and push another button and they're gonna listen, right?
Well, did you pre-program your dog for the robotic assist? Oh, it doesn't come with that. Sorry, guys.
I didn't get a USB stick with mine, so.
Doesn't come with that. Doesn't work that way. So e-collars are used as essentially, I kind of explain it to people as it's like a wireless leash. So you can kind of send your dog a little, hey dude, I'm talking to you. This guy wears one when he's off leash because the nose gets him in trouble and he goes deaf, and I might have to say, excuse me, Sammy, mom needs you. Oh, you need me? And here he comes, right? So these aren't used to train your dogs. These help you train your dogs.
And they're, like Desi said, they're kind of, I call them an invisible leash. So they're
Count times, Jeremy, it's wireless.
Okay.
Your dog's on Wi-Fi now.
Wi-Fi chicken
So, possibly.
Maybe.
Crank that sucker up to 100. No.
Try.
But see, now I lost my train of thought again. Anyway, it is a training tool. So if your dog's not going to listen to you on leash, if they don't know a sit and they don't know a down and they don't know to walk next to you on leash, you're not going to throw an e-collar on them, and they're not going to magically start listening to you just because they have an e-collar on.
Exactly. It doesn't actually come with software that you install in your dogs, for those of you who are asking. Dogs aren't robots.
So I can throw a harness on a dog though, right? And then they magically walk next to me, since that seems to be one big issue with a lot of dogs.
Well, harnesses will make it a little easier for you to manage where your dog is because you're not choking him and he's not having his eyes pop out at the end of the leash, hacking and gagging because, God, I just have to get to that tree to pee. Harnesses are designed to pull. All that harnesses do is give you more control of the dog. You're not choking them, so it's more humane. It's not actually stopping the dog from pulling.
But they make no pull harnesses.
You're trying to give me a headache today, Jeremy. No pull harnesses. I love those. So you have a no pull harness. Basically what it does is restrict your dog's movement. If you have a real bull who likes to pull and doesn't really care if he's uncomfortable, I mean, let me backtrack. This causes discomfort to your dog, but so does a no pull harness, right? Because it's restrictive.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are designed to, like, if your dog pulls, they tighten up around the dog's chest and shoulders, which I could imagine is probably uncomfortable.
It's a little bit of discomfort, but unfortunately with that, we're actually causing structural damage to our dogs. If you think about it,
Yeah,
he's checking out.
and then so what about the ones that have the clip on the front though?
Just gonna grab my dog and spin him all over the place.
But they'll learn, right? Not the pull.
Yeah, then they'll be facing you and then they're just gonna slip out and be like, hey, I don't have to pull anymore, I'm off leash, bye.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that solves that problem.
Solves
right?
that problem, your dog's not pulling anymore. No, doesn't solve your problem.
All right, so I think the gist of our little video session here is tools have uses that they were designed for, and they probably should be used the proper way. Don't misuse tools, and
Don't assume that a tool is automatically gonna train your dog for you. You actually have to put in the work ahead of time.
Yep.
You have to teach. These will help you reinforce what you've already taught.
all right, so use tools for what they were designed for. Train your dog. There's no substitute for training.
And if you don't know what you're doing, please, please, please do some research, ask for help from a professional, not the peanut gallery on Facebook.
Yep. Also, down in the comments, if you guys would, leave some comments. Let us know what you're interested in us doing videos on, and we will try to crank some out.
We've got a whole list that we're going through of stuff that we think is important to get out there, but if there's something that you think needs to be said or talked about, throw it in the comments. We'll consider it. We'll throw it out there. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe and give us a few shares. Thanks, guys.
Yep, thanks for watching. Bye.
All right. Let's go see if we got too tongue-tied on that one.
Hopefully not.